Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jonathan, Joyful Jonathan here, and you are you. And it is Tuesday, August 24th, maybe? I'm wearing my mom's dress, and I had this, I hope you guys are doing well. I just took a shower, washed my hair. So I'm wearing this beautiful pattern that was my mom's dress. So, and I'm wearing brown sequin pants underneath. And then I got these at the thrift store years ago, and I used to hang it as a wall fixture, like a window fixture, you know? And I loved it. I loved the gold and the sequins. And then this, like very autumn, fall. So I came on here to read some poetry. This one is titled The Future. And this I also wrote at 8:18. The future is not here yet. It is still the present. Enjoy the present while it still exists during the day. Keep your mantra going all day long. Like have a mantra: I am safe, I am supported, I am loved. And sit in meditation if you'd like. Of course people worry about the future. It isn't of existence. The future is just ahead of our time. The past is gone, and now we are in the present. Please be extremely careful of what you say to people during the day. You don't know what kind of situation you may make for yourself. Try to hang in there, please. Everything is meant to happen for a reason. Just try to be patient and relax and be at ease with yourself. Don't worry. Be happy and grateful for what you've got. Don't dwell in your worries. Please just let destiny come. When it is time, I wrote, your expectations will come. Don't stress out on life. Take a break. Don't worry about the future. It will come when it is time. Don't give up. Perseverance is the key to the future. Just be yourself and stop trying to be someone you are not. Don't escape from reality. Don't bury yourself in books, but this is what I wrote. You can read a book if you like. Bury yourself in a book. This is just what I wrote. Face your fears. The future is yet to come. Relax, sit back, and enjoy the ride of life. We are not here for eternity. The body is just a temporary covering of the soul. The path of Sant-Mat is a path to improve yourself. You can call the Guru or Sadguru a friend, an older brother, or a father, but always obey him, I said. And such is God. And do your spiritual duties, I wrote. This is Aura. I sang it in a video yesterday. Or maybe I ought to just talk about the future. So I received this book. So it used to have a cover and it used to have a back, but it's so old. I think the cover might be in my tote bag in the garage. But I received this book when I attended a Quaker boarding school for my last 2 years of high school in Rindge, New Hampshire, which was truly a blessing. And to look back on it, and I'm very grateful and gracious to God that I had the opportunity to attend a school like that. And it seemed like, I know that a lot of us who were kind of like social rejects in a sense, um, like not conforming and just kind of like very free spirited, honestly, and finding our individuality as we do, as it is our birthright, as it is our rite of passage. Um, I would write a lot. I would write a lot. I was so grateful to have this book because I'm a sensitive soul, and you may be a sensitive soul as well. Um, but I would write a lot in this book, and I'm so, so grateful to myself that I did, and I'm grateful to God that I did, because looking back at at these poems and the writing has helped me completely, tremendously. It's been an essential part of my life. I'm a very sensitive, highly sensitive soul born with a highly sensitive nervous system. Um, I love to write, and I love to celebrate the free spirit in us all. And I love to meet like-minded people, like-minded souls that resonate and connect, that we can connect with and resonate with. Um, so essentially, this was kind of like my higher self telling my future self, so to speak. So, and if you want to look at it in the bigger picture, it is our higher self telling our present self to not be afraid of the future, because I think for as long as we can remember, as long as time began, I think, you know, within the human condition, that we've always kind of maybe had fear and lack of trust within the future, maybe, you know, faith in the unfolding of life. And so I'm grateful that I wrote this, I let this flow through. And the school that I went to was called the Meeting School. And in each school, excuse me, there were 7 to 8 old New England houses, right? And we all came from all over. Um, and we had 2 house parents in each house, and there were about 7 to 8 students in each house. And we would have farm chores. And we, mind you, we lived in a community of about 50 people. And it was called the Meeting School, so we would have meetings about things, and it was Quaker faith based. So Quakers are very peaceful people, but have they're very faithful, and they have a lot of faith, and they believe that. So essentially, our homeroom was opening. So opening consisted of about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes of meditation, of silence. See, Quakers believed that within silence that God could speak through each of us. And I truly believe that, and I'm very grateful that I was able to do that, to be at that school, because I was growing and wanting to get to know myself and learn about myself and learn about faith, and I knew I wanted to be in a spiritual place, and it was not culty at all. But the head of the school was Jacqueline Stillwell, and she was actually the one who gave me this book. And so I flipped through the book, and I think basically the whole entire book. No, not the whole entire book, but that's good because I can still fill this book up with poems. So, but as you can tell, you know, I'm currently 42 years old, And I wrote a lot of these poems when I was about 18. And that was the time I came out of the closet when I was 16. And then I had a roommate, and I was paired with my roommate, and it was nice because they paired us up, harmoniously. We were both gay. We are both gay and happen to be twins. Like, not each other's twin, but we both have a twin. So that's an interesting fact about me. And then there was also another friend of Dorothy. So friend of Dorothy is what you would call a queer person, or is someone in the LGBTQ community, I plus community, which is me, which is my husband, which is so many of us here, on YouTube. This is a safe space, so I'm very grateful that you found my channel. But there was another friend of Dorothy's, his name was Philip, and then he went by Merlin. And so it was nice because we had a safe space, and we got to meet each other and get to know each other and share music, share our interests. So what took place within at the meeting school, so opening was in Bliss House, and there were couches. There were like 3 or 4 couches, and it was very spacious house. And it's nice because it was nice gathering as a community, as people, and kind of like allowing ourselves to step into the unknown, but also meeting each other in the present moment. So we would have meetings about cheese, about community, about the gardens on the property, about the animals. There was political things where we went to Boston to see if we can get Ralph Nader into office. There was a march to free Mumia Abdul-Jamal. And these are certain events that have stuck out into my mind for years now, and they're relevant now. So yeah, I wrote the future. It was my higher self coming through, my soul coming through, universal supreme self coming through, God, what have you. And so it's really refreshing to read these poems again and now to share with you on my channel. I think I have a few videos where I did share from this book, I'm not sure. But I have so many notebooks and like so many little books of poetry that I've written throughout the years, and I've been working on diligently on my poetry book, and this is going to push me to finally self-publish my poetry book. So this one is called Aura, and I wrote it at age 18. And I kind of wrote a little blurb in my Facebook community wall about Aura, about indigo children, about the indigo celebration. Obviously, indigos are now adults, but we all have gifts, and we're all connected, and so there's no like singled out like special group of souls. We're all gifted. We're all part of the kingdom within. So this one's called Aura. Purple and blue are the colors of you. This is very true. Your energy is new for you too. We are the crew of the purple and blue. Oh, so you knew? Purple and blue is who? Purple and blue is what I see around you. Purple and blue are new. So purple and blue. So I'll leave some space where you can think and feel, because Poetry is a full book, so to speak, a full page, you know? I wrote little messages: take care of yourself and be aware of your surroundings. So these were higher self coming through, because at the meeting school, it was very peaceful. You know, it was kind of like we lived in a bubble, so to speak. It wasn't a cult, mind you, but it was in New Hampshire. It was in Rindge, New Hampshire, near the mountains, near Mount Monadnock. So in Bliss House, if you turned around, you can see in the big window behind us was Mount Monadnock, and we eventually did hike up Mount Monadnock, which was a wonderful experience, I remember. And I was with another exchange student. I don't remember his name because it's been so long, but I do have my pictures, and I could show you guys pictures. But and then I just want to bring this up. When 9/11 happened, I was in Rindge, New Hampshire, and I remember swinging on a porch swing, you know, and I'm looking around, and I'm seeing people crying, and they're on the phone and they're crying. So then, you know, naturally, I get up and I go to talk to Michelle. I remember it was about 17, 18, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is everyone crying? Why is everyone on the phone? And they told me, because we didn't really have TV there. It wasn't a cult, it was just we didn't really have TV, you know. Um, but, so, oh, that's a tick. No, it wasn't. More maybe it was. But, so I remember clearly, then I was like, I gotta call my mom, you know, and I did. And, you know, it was, it shook the world. It was an event that shook the world. It was a horrible event. But within the horrible events that take place, I feel, and, you know, I imagine that so many of us have seen that these tragedies bring people together. These tragedies help us to become human, so to speak. So, these tragic events, I remember hearing about, you know, people helping one another. And then just recently reading an article about a woman who, she saved her own life. Well, no, she called her grandmother, and she said it's not going to be as hard for you as it is for me. She was on the plane.